Well, hello, fellow YouTube survivors. This is Phoenix back for another episode of FTB's Infinity Evolved in Expert Mode. Yeah, it's been a few days. So, we got a little bit of news. We got a little bit of things we need to talk about, okay? So, first things first. Uh, I got another computer. My desktop ended up being a bad thing, and I'm not going to go into a big old long deal, but I got screwed over pretty bad. Um, and basically, what happened was I got mad, talked to the wife, and now we are out getting. Uh, we went out and we got ourselves a better computer. I ended up getting a gaming laptop, an Asus Republic of Gamers gaming laptop. Not the best you can get, but it was within where I could afford, and it is pretty nice. I'll put the specs in the description, so if anybody's interested, definitely a good choice. So that's a little update on the situation. That's why I've been a little lax. Between that and my being sick for those 2 weeks, I've really been laxed. You'll notice that the sound's not perfect. I'm still in the process of working and getting my new mic hooked up on this. It's going to take a few days, maybe a week. I got to order a little piece. Anyways, so what we're going to work on today is a storage system. That is my main goal today. We already got ourselves some storage drawers here. The other thing is, let's see, where is it? Yes, it's here, is we need this. The drawer controller. Really simple, actually. It just needs a couple of these comparators, a 2x2 oak drawer, or any drawer, actually, some cobblestone, and this diamond chipset. The diamond chipset is not actually that hard to make. It's just a diamond and some redstone. 800,000 RF, which, that took a little time, but it really wasn't that bad. I think I actually made up an extra one over here. Yes, and I also made up some more redstones and irons, and, I'm working on stuff here. So we got this. You'll also notice here that we got ourselves some water wheels. Yes, we are going to be making ourselves some more power. And on the power note, we also are going to be making ourselves these two pistons, a couple more of these culinary generators. That will give us 4 culinary generators altogether, if you include the 2 over there. So that I think 4 culinary generators and the 9 water wheels, it's not bad. It's one of those things. Poor Rup Nerd, he is having the worst time dying right now. Okay, so let's do a little. Okay, I guess I'll show you from the inside first. If we go over here, I made a little room up here, and right now it's just serving as my bedroom. Funny though, when I got to this area here, I wanted it to do that top, because down below us is where our farms are, so I wanted it to fill that whole thing, which meant that it come out a little ways, and somehow in doing the design, the same design I have on the ceiling in there, look what I got. I got ourselves a giant P. It was a complete accident, but still cool as all get out. So I'm happy to see that. That's kind of cool. We're gonna do some stuff up here as well, obviously. Right now it's just kind of a bare room. I just needed some extra space. Our storage system is probably going to go along the back wall, but we got some ideas. I want to do a little update on what's going on around the place so you can kind of see what's going on. Okay, so okay. We got some arrows. So as you can see, we did some new designing. There's now water under here. I come up with this idea. It's not done yet, but I'm going to light up this area and maybe go out to the ocean and get like some of that coral reef type of stuff, all the colors with the lights and stuff, and I think that'll look kind of cool under here. And then also, we did this. Basically, we just put, you can see, just a basically glass wall everywhere. Once the lighting and all the coloration and stuff is in here, I think it's going to look really cool. Okay, so we did end up building ourselves a fun. Oh, hold on. Ouch. Being all glitchy. Yeah, I know. I need to get a crossbow, guys. Bear with me. I'm still in the early stages here. But we did end up building ourselves a bridge over here to our little tree farm. And our ender portal, of course. This is just making our lives a little easier, a little quick way to get over here. Nothing fancy or anything. Yeah, don't look at that. You don't need to worry about that right now. That's just an opening. And then over here, we have ourselves another little small bridge, and this is where our water wheels are going to go into effect. This will be our water wheel powered station area right here. I have 4 set up, but I only have enough water wheels for 3 right now, which is not really that important. Excuse me. We will get that all set up here in a little bit. Like I said, the biggest thing today is I want to do the storage system. So this is what we got an idea in mind. Okay, I've been tossing this around. I don't really want to do anything too, everybody does it. And I know a couple of the guys are doing the Ender IO panel. If you look at the, well, you guys can see what I'm thinking about, but if you look at the Ender IO panel here, let's go. I always screw that up. Okay, it's this thing right here. It's actually not that, it's not horrible. It's pretty deep into the Ender IL tree because you need like pulsating crystals and, signalum and pulsating iron and, lots of different stuff. And it also requires nutrient distillation in order to work, which kind of sucks. But it is cool. It is also a little buggy as well. So what I'm going to try to do, now I'm not making any promises that this will even work. But in the Project Red pack, there is the Project Red transportation pipes. Now, the Project Red transportation pipes are not as fancy as AE or even the Ender IO panel, I don't think. And they did disable the routed crafting pipe here, so I won't be able to craft within the system, but I can still interface with it and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that I can use this with the storage drawer system. If not, we will make other arrangements. But for right now, we're going to go with the assumption that I can use this with the storage drawer system. And if you're sitting there watching this video and you're going, Phoenix, you can't do it, I'm sorry. It is what it is, guys. I'm going to attempt this on camera instead of off camera. I have not tried this in a creative world or nothing. This is first time for you guys. So what we're going to do is we are going to set up our wall of storage drawers. I'm hoping I have enough here. If not, I will make a few more. We're going to put our controller in, and then I'm going to gather some more resources, because some of these things, even though they're not super expensive, they require some of this silicon, which is nothing, right? No big deal. Some diamonds. It's the Alamar that I'm a little issue with, because it's glowstone and dye. And we don't really have any dye right now. I think we have, is that all the glowstone we have? If that's all the glowstone we have, then I am definitely going back to, yeah, that's all the glowstone we have. We're going to need a lot more glowstone. See, like, some of these aren't bad. It's just junction pipe that you need the most of, because every one of these, the interface, the crafting as well, if it was here, the junction, or the request, the extension pipe, which is disabled. Yeah, okay. And then these little things here, we need a bunch of these chips too. It'll make sense once we get it going, but right now it is probably a little confusing if you've never done it. They're not horrible to make. You just make some of these null logic ones, which are just basic, just some gold, redstone, and some paper, and then each one of these requires that, as well as some form of Alamar, whatever you call it. Let's see, that's the overflow. Extractor chip is one that we'll need. Broadcaster chip is one that we'll need. Yeah, there's a couple here that we'll figure out. We're not going to get too far in that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a few minutes. I'm going to get the storage system set up. I'm going to, or at least the storage drawer set up. I'm going to go to the nether, get some more glowstone. I'm going to, get other things. Oh, real quick while we're sitting here, we're going to make our new sword. I already got the pieces ready for it. We decided to go with a broadsword because I think it's the most versatile overall. And what we're going to do is an alamite blade, a slime tool rod, and we're going to go with a paper deal here, and that's going to give us this. It's only going to be 3 hearts initially. Let's see. What are we going to call it? Let's call it the chip tooth. Okay, so that's going to give us a decent one. It's not great yet, but we're going to put some quartz and different things like that, and we'll make it better. Because this one here is only 4 hearts, and it's, I mean, I could add more to it, but this is pretty much it. Whereas this one is only 3.5, and I got 4 freaking modifiers. So we're going to get into that stuff as well. Hopefully, all said and done, this will work out pretty well. Mostly to get rid of this mess of chest and all this crap here too. And I'm pretty sure the Project Red pipes will work with these barrels as well. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. And then we can have some interesting stuff happen. So I'm going to go and we get some of this stuff gathered up and ready, and then we will see what happens when we come back. Okay, guys, so I'm back. So it's actually been longer than I originally expected. This pack is just really kicking my ass here. I'm having the worst luck with this pack. It takes me forever to do things. So as you can see, we did get our storage wall set up. It's not entirely filled up yet. I got some of the more important stuff, like the gems and some of the metals and a whole bunch of our other stuff here, and then we got some dyes and stuff because I'm working on the Project Red stuff. And I didn't actually realize what I was doing at first because I kind of forgot. But if you look at the Project Red stuff here, the pipes aren't that bad, obviously. We made some of these. They're not that bad. Yeah. But down here is these responders, or these chips here that we need. We need, I believe, let's see, I'm pretty sure we need the broadcast chips. Excuse me. The extractor chip and the responder chip. I'm thinking. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I'm pretty sure we're going to need right there. Is those ones. So that means we need orange Illumar for this one, magenta for this one, and cyan for this one. And the way Illumar is made is 2 of the dye and 2 glowstone dust. Now, cyan, obviously, we have to create that dye because it's, blue and green. Let's see. Magenta, I believe there's actually, allium. We got that taken care of. And then for the orange, just in case we need it, that requires, I never even thought about orange tulip. I may have to get into that. I was doing red and yellow because I already had those flowers, the poppies and the whatchamajiggers. So let's go out here and take a look, see what we got going on. Oh, hold on a second. You gonna let me sleep? There we go. Okay, so let's go out here and take a look, see what we got going on. So we did some expanding, we did some off-camera stuff. We went out here. Woohoo, look at all this. Okay, so we got red poppies, the yellow dandelions, we got our allium seeds here, and then we got cactus for our green. We also went ahead and planted our cinder pearl seeds so that we could get blaze powder. And then for some stupid reason, I planted a second one of these and didn't realize there was another one up there, so that'll be changed, obviously. So now we can get all of our dyes. You also notice Stalker was showing us something in the end real quick. They actually got to beat the dragon without me. I wasn't able to get on and record. Well, while I was there, I stole some ender lily seeds and a few blocks of end stone I got from Stalker so that we could grow ourselves some ender pearls. So that's kind of cool. So now we have all the dyes, or plenty of these, and all of these are 10, 10, 10. You can look. I went ahead and just said screw it. Went all 10, 10, 10 on everything. Took me a little bit of time. This is one of the reasons it took me so freaking long. It's because I sat over here in my little corner. This is my new area. And just sat here and bred up all these seeds that I needed. I even had to make cactus seeds because even though I had cactus, you can't just turn cactus into seeds anymore. You actually have to breed it that way, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We had some allium seeds, the poppies and the dandelions we had. So we're doing pretty good there on that front. We got plenty of that stuff. Now I just have to finish getting the pipes made. I think I made, let's see, where'd they go? Yeah, see, I made a whole bunch of the basics because those are the, I got 30 of these routed ones because these are the junction ones. These are the ones you use whenever you have a corner. like a 3-way, 4-way, whatever, whenever it splits off in multiple directions. And the reason being because if you don't do this, sometimes the items won't go in the places where they want. You throw these in there, and it's kind of like a smart system to say, okay, this one needs to go here. Little quicker sometimes. And then we got ourselves one of these interface pipes and one of these request pipes. We're going to leave them in here. Now, I'm not entirely sure how many we're going to need all together. I'm hoping that I have enough, but we're not really sure. Now I need to make up some of these chips. And I'm actually going to save that for next episode. This is going to be a little bit short of an episode, but I am going to go ahead and save the rest of this for the next episode. I believe I made up some blank ones, I thought. I'm having a little trouble finding where they are. That's odd. Maybe I left them in. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so I made up some of these, and then of course I can make plenty more, because you have to, for every one of these you make, you have to take a regular blank or null logic routing chip, same damn thing, and then it's got some sort of recipe that includes this colored Elumar, some redstone, and some iron. I think they're all pretty much, yeah, they're all pretty much the exact same thing. Yeah, they're all the exact same thing. It's just different color Elumar. So next episode we will definitely have the Elumar made up and get those chips, and we'll start working on getting some sort of an interface for the storage system. If for some reason it doesn't work the way I want it, there is another option. So I'm not like, it's not the end of the world. The other thing I want to talk about, I did, if you remember right, I think. Yeah, we made up these other two culinary generators, and we have those two there. We're going to rearrange all of our current machines and power and stuff before next episode. I promise. But just so you guys know, I did want to show you, I did go ahead and get 3 of these wheelhouses set up. I had 9 altogether, so I made up 3 of them, three wheels for each one. It's working pretty good. I didn't do any of the fancierness with, I've seen some people do where they put like extra water sources on this side and it makes the wheel turn faster. I didn't do that. But just one wheel connected to this thing filled it in less than 30 seconds. So even though it won't be a lot of power like in the end game, I think this is going to be plenty, because if you look here, we have 3 of these things set up. They're just not all connected. Why is that one going so much slower than this one? Yeah, this one is too. That's weird. May have to check on that and see why. Not there. Not there. It's okay to hit there. That is odd. Not entirely sure why this one's spinning so much faster. We'll have to look into that. But anyways, that doesn't really matter. We got 3 of these things set up. We will get at least a 4th set up, and in the way we got them here, we could easily expand them out, because it's more of a modular situation here. We could expand them up, that way, down, back. It really doesn't matter which way we go with them. So we could get more if we need to. Not sure how many of those I'm going to do all together, but we will get these all hooked up, and then once we get our central base powers set up a little bit better, because right now it's kind of quirky because we just kind of have everything thrown in a corner. We will get all of our machines set up, and we will get everything all ran a little more carefully, and we will have a central connection for the power. That's the biggest thing for me, is I want to be able to connect all the power from there and here and everything all centrally, so that it runs into a set of systems. And I think what I'm going to do, probably, it's going to take some work, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these energy cells. Now obviously we'll upgrade, but I'm going to use these energy cells as like little buffers here and there. Like we'll have probably 1 for each wheel over there, and then where we put our culinary generators, we'll probably have, I'm thinking 4, like a little pillar, like a little power pillar or something, and then all of it will be connected. And then we'll probably, eventually, once we get a little further into things, we'll probably go to the Ender IO stuff and use the, what are they called? It's been a while since I messed with them. Ender IO. These guys, these capacitors, yeah. I like these because you can just keep making them bigger and bigger. It starts out at 1 million for 1. That's just 1. and then you can add them, and they keep growing bigger. They stay as it's like a multi-block structure almost, and they just keep growing bigger and bigger, and makes life a lot easier. And they're not super hard to do. I mean, we're talking about a block of redstone, 4 iron, and 4 of these basic capacitors, which are, ooh, I didn't know they were that hard to make. So these are actually, ooh, signaling. I need to get into signaling because I don't really have. How do you make signaling? Silver, copper, and destabilized redstone. Yeah, see, we're going to have to start getting into signaling as well, obviously, in order to get into Ender IO. So we're going to do all that off camera. I probably will give you guys little peeks here and there, but I'm literally, this pack is just so freaking drawn out that it's not even worth showing you every little thing. So what I'll do is I'll get all this stuff set up, make everything a little more organized, and then I'll kind of come in here and, oh, dang, Enderman. I'll come in here and show you guys as things get moving along and things are more permanent. And then as we start building more machines, obviously, I'll let you guys know. I will say that I believe Technojock is getting close to AE because he borrowed. I had multiple copies of these 3, and then I had the other one. Was Logic, Silicon, Engineering. I don't remember what the other one is, but there's another one. And I had one of it, but I went ahead and gave him those, and then he said he'd make me a copy of the other one once he could. I'm not sure if he's actually getting into the AE yet, or if he's just making some processors to make a specific machine. I can't remember exactly, but either way, so somebody on the server is getting close to that. I know Stalker is in build mode like 100 times over. I mean, he's got so many builds. I told him today he needed to that he needed to start making like what do you call it, like build montage videos or something, because he has all these really cool builds and it's just looking really cool. But we'll see what happens. As for my builds, you guys can see it's kind of starting to take shape. I don't know if it looks good together or not. I like it. I know the wood kind of contrasts with this, and then we got the gray stone, but I think what we're doing here is the wood and the gray stone go together perfect. I don't have a problem there. And then this color, I'm not entirely sure if it's working, but I like it, and, you know, that's just the way it's going to be. What is this? Oh, shoot. You know what? I screwed up, guys. I made some of these... I made these couple here magenta for some reason. Okay, well, I'll have to fix that. And also, I'm hoping in the next couple episodes to get into Botania, because I haven't really got into any of the magic mods yet. You guys know from my other videos, I'm not huge on a lot of the magic mods, but I'm kind of interested at the same time, so we'll see what happens. I do want to get into Botania. I'll probably make us a Botania area, and so on and so forth. Got lots of room to expand. I mean, if you look, we got up here, we got way over here, this huge mountain here we could use. We still have plenty of room over here, back here, if we wanted to go across the river. We could clear out more of the trees there if we wanted. You know, there's lots of options that we have, so I'm not too freaked out, or not too worried about space or anything. I think what we'll probably do, more than likely, is we're probably going to go that way. I'm not entirely sure how yet, but we may end up just saying screw it and going through this wall and going up and, you know, do some other stuff. I don't know. I haven't entirely decided how I want to build, but I know I had a picture in my head when I first found this place of, wouldn't it be cool if, like, you could see our stuff kind of in and out of the mountains all the way up and around. And so we got some cool ideas I think we can do. We'll work on, like I said, this is all for the next episodes and stuff. And I'm sorry that you guys didn't get to see as much in this episode. This is more of an update and kind of, you know, throwing stuff out there. But like I said, this pack is just, it's killing me. It takes so long to do things. I mean, I can't even, I feel like it takes me forever just to craft a single item sometimes, just because the crafting is so much more complicated. But I promise, I am going to keep working on it, and we will get this worked out pretty quick. I think, oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Let's make us some more of these. There we go. So you can see these guys are doing okay for now. Okay, that guy there is getting drained really quick. Is this one? No. Okay. So right now it's just draining from this one. It's going pretty quick, and that's okay though because we got plenty of power just right here to deal with this little stuff. We're gonna make ourselves some more of these chip sets, even though we have a little bit here. Seeing that those basic capacitors need them, I'm just gonna go ahead and make us some more and be done with it. So yeah. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff going on here, and I'm kind of getting caught up and enjoying it and everything. So, as always, if you guys liked what you see, hit that like button, comment below, let me know what you think I should change, what I should keep the same, tell me I'm an idiot, whatever you guys got. Also, if you want to see more and you want to keep updated on it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps you out, helps me out, all that good stuff. Alright, so this is Phoenix. You guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Whatever you got. I'm out.